So yes, my name is Mark Fisher. I'm a theatre critic and feature writer, and this is less of, for me, this is less of a post-show discussion and more of a midlife crisis, because I've been writing about Peter Brook. I've been writing about theatre for around 20 years, and I've been in Scotland for just over 22 years. And April 1988 was the time that I came to this very space to see the Mahabharata, and it's because of the Mahabharata that we're even in this room now. The wall that you can see behind me, the brick imitation of a proscenium arch, are all the legacy of Peter Brook's arrival here in the run-up to 1990, which was Glasgow's European Year of Culture. And Bob Palmer and Neil Wallace approached Peter Brook and said, "You've got this amazing show, this 9-hour epic, Sanskrit epic story of mankind. Is it going to go to Britain?" And Peter Brook said to them, "Well, no, nobody can afford it, or nobody can find a suitable space for it." And they said, "Well, look, we haven't got very much money, but we do have this city with all these amazing spaces, and we've got somewhere that we think that you know, we think that might mean something to you." Now, the actors who are with me today can talk a little bit about Peter Brook's theatre, the Bouffe du Nord, which is behind the Gare du Nord in Paris, but it's a very run-down, rough and ready type of space, which looks not at all dissimilar to the space that you can see behind me now. And what Peter Brook recognized in this space was a lived-in building with a history going back to, this building was a tram shed and the old Museum of Transport here. And he recognized in it a sort of texture and quality that could make his work communicate to an audience. Peter Brook famously is the author of The Empty Space, which he wrote a book he wrote in 1968, I think, which talks about the magical relationship that can happen between an audience and an actor, which might only take as little as an empty space. One man, one woman walks across in front of another group of people, and that is what theatre's all about. I actually saw the production that we've just seen tonight at the Barbican in London a few weeks ago, and I have to say that you've seen an infinitely superior version by being able to see it on this stage, in this space. Again, the actors might want to comment on that later, but the relationship between the audience, the intimacy, and the correlation between if you like, the play and the audience is far more, it's far superior to the plush, comfortable, laid-back atmosphere that you get in the big Barbican in London. There is a greater significance of the Mahabharata and this story that I'm talking about since 1988, which is that the Year of Culture in Glasgow, 1990, was significant, probably more than any Year of Culture I can think of in any other city since. Liverpool made a big splash recently. I went over to Stavanger in Norway a couple of years ago. All of these cities have made efforts to rejuvenate themselves and to rebrand themselves, if you like. But I don't think anywhere has done it quite as successfully as Glasgow did in 1990. And this space was central to that. Peter Brook, having recognized the potential of it, stopped the building from being demolished. It would have been demolished if it wasn't for the production proving that this could be a viable theatre space. And from then on, 1990 in particular, but also in 1989, I think, there was another Peter Brook production that came here, one of half a dozen productions that came over the years. But we also then saw Robert Lepage, the Marley Theatre, various major companies from around the world came to Tramway in 1990, came to Glasgow, and made it a genuine city of culture. So, and this continues to the present day. So we have a huge amount to thank Peter Brook for. This is why I now write, I was writing an article the other day about this production and about Peter Brook's relationship with the theatre, saying the sort of things I'm saying now, and it did make me realize that this is my life that is flashing before me now. So that's my hang-up. It will be interesting to hear your hang-ups in a minute. I'll have a quick chat with the actors who've come out with us this evening, and as quickly as possible, you all look a chatty and approachable lot. It'd be good to hear what you have to say about the show, about what it's like to work with this particular company, and any other questions that you might have. This is my introduction to the actors on stage, so I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and then I'll start asking a few questions. But have you got a microphone there? So if you want to introduce yourselves one at a time. And
my name is Khalifa Natour. I am a Palestinian. I live in Israel, and this is the second work with Peter and Marie-Hélène, and I am happy with this.
Hello, my name is Tunji Lucas. I'm a Nigerian, Sierra Leonean, Brazilian, Londoner. It's my first show that I'm doing with Peter. I guess that's me. We'll ask more questions later.
I am Makram Khouri. I'm also Palestinian, like Khalifa, an Israeli citizen. This is my first production with Mr. Peter Brook and Marie-Hélène. And I think I'm being very lucky to join this wonderful group of actors and this wonderful experience, because it's been really, as we say in our language, a trip. It was a spiritual trip, and I've gained a lot from this experience, and I've learned a lot, and I must say that it's unique experience. And I'm talking to you as a very experienced actor who worked a lot on stage, but for me it was something really different and new experience.